Hello everyone, this video is for educational use only. Our group is allowing our instructor Mr. Roldan Ardinas to use this as an educational material. Once again, greetings everyone. Before we begin our topic, we want to present our main objectives for this lesson. Our first objective is to make sure that we can apply any understanding about the self. And second is state our words with facts, no lies, and only pure facts based on what we have researched. Last is to present information that will be simply interpreted while still remaining true to our work and research. Our research and topic is all about the self from the perspective of sociology. So what is the self from the perspective of sociology? So in uh, sociological perspective helps us to be more diversified of how we learn things not just by ourselves, but who we interact. By interacting to our society, we become more knowledgeable and more distinct into learning different matters of what is happening to the society. Not only learning, you can understand and you can adapt different kinds of ideas and words that will help you broaden the views and perspective of your mind. Self from the perspective of sociology is a very important topic that you must listen into in order to learn more about yourself. To start the topic, we will tackle the self as a product of the modern society among other constructions. I'm Darny Nabrera, and I'm here to introduce the very first person that'll discuss the topic, Mr. Jerome Ligas Tagoli. Mr. Jerome?
Good day, everyone! I am the Cadet Jerome Ligstagole, and my topic is about modern society. The modernization have changed people's beliefs and views significantly. The modern society have contributed lots of things that have let us survive for so long. In the modern society, you are more open to educational methods because in the modern society, every resource is abundant. Due to the abundancy, we are more complex and more institute of our opinions that help us to become more complex and more logical into our arguments, researches, and social groups. Modern society not only helps you to be better of yourself, it also helps you to be more dignified and more critical to those who are around you. That's all. Thank you.
So good day, sir. I am Cadet Alado Gerald. So I am here to tackle about the topic about pre-modern. So let's start. In the pre-modern society, it is very centered into survivability. It also lets them help discover their own self by relying into the divinity that somehow is a subjective view to modern society. Pre-modern society is more focused into generalization of what they believe into their religious and spiritual experiences. People in pre-modern are homogeneous, where 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 many share the same moral identities that makes their bond strong. Whereas in modern society, it is believed to be more centered to objectivity that what is not deemed to verifiable will never be real. They focus more into what around them and not centering to discover yourself throughout faith and spiritual experiences.
Hello and good day, classmates, and especially to Sir Ardenis. Good day, sir. Thank you for having me. My name is Dek Cadet Katonga Jill, and I'm going to speaking you today about industrialism. So here we have the characteristics of modernity that contributes into ourselves. First of all, we have the industrialism. The industrialization have changed the perspective of societies that have improved not only the workforce and the machineries, but also the discovery of improving the self has been rapid flow that have changed movements of people. It is also known that the industrialism is one of the major patent characteristics that have changed and improved modernity. It made the self more innovative and more creative into what they are contributing into the growth of economy.
Good day, everyone. I'm Cadet Inday and I'm here to discuss to you about capitalism. Capitalism have made the self more mobilized and more efficient in allocating their resources. Capitalism has also contributed into allowing own occupation to oneself. It gives the self freedom of earning and choosing what they want to invest in order to pursue a much higher standard of living throughout their lives. Capitalism made people thrifty and more convincing into what products they introduce and how does this really contribute to self. It contributes into improving our skills in any negotiable related matters that will help us thrive in order to survive.
Good day, sir. Let me start by saying a few words about my own background. I am Cadet Jerome Dado and I live in Minganilla, Cebu. My topic today is all about institution of surveillance. Institution of surveillance is in its complex way. It is a characteristic part that becomes a part of modernity that have improved us into perceiving ourselves in a discrete way. Institution of surveillance, as the name states, it monitors the institution to keep it safe and keep it high in security in order to detect frauds, malicious activities away from that institution. In a very simple term, institution of surveillance is a normal aspect that keep in management and governance over what you are doing. May that be from the internet or outside of the internet. Institution of surveillance basically monitors us of what we do in order to target us of any campaigns that are mostly marketed to boost their advertisement. But despite all of it, like I have said, institution of surveillance is very normal for us to be safer and more secured and trustworthy in a society. That's all, sir. Thank you.
Dynamism is one of the most common things that we are currently experiencing and seeing in the world right now. Dynamism is also known and characterized to be the more vigorous into doing their activities. The self itself is a big example of being dynamic because of how complex and how they've gotten through enough experiences. When self becomes shaped into doing that what it wants to do, that simply means they are dynamic. Because dynamism introduces as a center of any activities in realization of self. It drives the evolutionary thrust that brings the self into experiencing all stages of development. Human activity is what improves and discovers self, and that is how dynamism works by functioning as a human individual with being conventional to self.
Good day everyone, my name is Dirk Blando Cartalia and I'm here in front of you to discuss about my topic, social group. So what is social group? Social group is a key fundamental into contributing modernity and to self in the society. It is one of the keys to build a social life into the society or our society. By getting affiliated or involved into a social group, you become more understanding and lenient to the people around you. So, why? It is because you share a force that unites you to relating of feelings and opinions and ideas to other people that provides a satisfaction of needing company to each other. So, without social groups, the perception of self into the world of sociology becomes dull and will not meet the requirements of getting into different kinds of ideas that will later on contribute to the modernization of our society. So social group. we can see this anywhere. It's around us, especially in large areas like malls or even schools. There are social groups, and social groups develops our understanding to another, or like we develop our develop relationships to our comrades or our brothers, sisters, our friends, like that. And that is social group. So thank you for listening about social group.
Good day everyone. I'm Deck Cadet Launil Bernard. So my topic is about social network. The social network is probably one of the most important that helps contribute to self and the modernity. Not only the social network boosts productivity into the business and formal relations, it also develops relationship even despite of the distances that may be hard to accommodate within both of your schedule and different state. Social network is very fluid and smooth that even without actually meeting in person, you would still be able to improve your set of skills into learning and developing. In conclusion, social networks have a significant impact on the way people communicate, socialize, and consume information. While they have brought many benefits, they have also raised concerns about their potential negative effects on society. As social networks evolve continues to evolve, it will be important for users to be aware of both their benefits and risks to use them in responsible and thoughtful manner.
So, good noon or good day, everyone. My name is Cadet Mendez Neil. So, my topic, which is Mead and the Social Self, is made by Mr. George Herbert. That is believed by him that people are constantly developing images of self-truth, interactions with different kinds of people. He said that self-awareness and self-images instantaneously develop through the social interaction that makes them a product of social experience. According to the Mr. Mead, the I itself is the thinking process of how receives of something it feels. So while the me is a thinking process of a standard that you are perceiving what people around you would be expected to be comfortable with. I itself is a predominant of the self, a subject, while me is a referred to as an object of the self.
So here we are in our last discussion, the individual self versus the collective self. Individual self is something all humans have. It is something that is unique in our set of abilities that we only have that others do not have. So when it comes to individuals, we are expected to be proper and to be unique in our skills, to be smart, to be creative and innovative. But that is not what the individual self is all about. Individual self is something that only you and yourself has and possesses. Despite people having endless of possibilities into adapting and learning, our individual self differs from those who are around us, and despite having friends and sharing words with your family, sharing wisdom with people that you may interact every day, strangers, friends, families, peers, you yourself will always have a trait that only you have, that only you can have. That's what makes you unique, and that is what individual self is all about and what it truly tackles. What makes you a better person is because of your own unique identity that you are representing at yourself to others as a person.
Collective self is referred to an emotion made by an individual and its cognitive interactions to many people. Due to many interactions, they create a personal identity that they share within many people in different contexts. Rather being unique like the individual self, you are more interchangeable with your surroundings because of how you want it to be in a category of social groups, and being collective itself is the only way for you to be able to gain access into some sort of relationship.
So, who is really the one that holds the most advantage into discovering self? From the team's point of view, we have all agreed that whatever disadvantage the other one has will be filled in by the one who has the advantage. Both individual self and collective self is a very important. Know that as long as you know where to use it and apply it in a rightful place. One thing that many should take note is that both the individual and the collective is an important matter for us to discover entirely things of ourselves. One gives you a sense of peace and proper focus, and one gives you many words that will fill your knowledge, opinions, and ideas that will create stereotypes. So at the end of the day, both are useful and can be used in any given situations when truly needed.
That is everything about the self from the perspective of sociology. As we have all covered everything in the topic, we all hope that you've understand our lesson. Thank you especially to Mr. Ardines for allowing us to be part of his educational material. Once again, thank you for watching.